Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video. Today I'm going to go over some really good finger tricks you should all learn. And yeah, so if you're wondering, recently my camera position has been changing. It's because I'm just experimenting and I'm trying to see which one would be best for recording videos. So the first algorithm I'd like for you all to know would be the U2 and U prime move. So you hold the cube like this, um, and then so on the back you have both your middle and your ring finger on the back, like on the center layer and the bottom layer. Your two thumbs here, like just at these like little corner areas, and your two index fingers right here at the back corners. And you you is pretty easy. You have your finger like a trigger and you just push and keep doing that. It might be weird to feel like it at first, but once you get the hang of it, it's going to be really useful. U2, it's kind of easy. It's going to be harder to learn though, but it makes a lot of sense once you get the hang of it. So you want to get your index finger and push, but then use your middle finger and push after it. U2 stands for upper move or whatever, 2 times. So here's U2 in action. And then U prime is going counterclockwise or anti-clockwise or whatever you want to say. So U is going clockwise. You can see the GAN logo for like an example. See, it's going clockwise. And then U prime, which has an apostrophe at the end of the letter, is using your left hand and going counterclockwise. Like that. But yeah, and here is U prime in action. Now, of course, you can also do U2 moves with your left hand, going like U prime, like that. I still need to get the hang of that. I think that's kind of hard to learn, but of course, it's up to you. You can choose because it is your cube. Next ones you should know is R, R prime, L, and L prime. Now, the way I'm saying it now may sound overwhelming, but trust me, it's really easy to do. Of course, if you're using wrist turns on the top layer, like this, I highly recommend you don't do that and just learn the U2 and U prime moves. But for R and L and R prime and L prime, you are allowed to use your wrists like this, because don't try to use any fancy tricks. Oh, sorry for moving the camera. Don't try to use any fancy tricks like going like, oh, I'm so cool because I use my index finger to turn L and R moves. Don't do that. Just use your wrist. It's a lot easier to use. So R2, pretty easy. Just move it twice. R is going clockwise. So if you need to know on the R, you just flip to this side and then see if it goes clockwise. So that's clockwise. So turn it back. That's going to be R. And then R prime is going down. So a good thing I like to know is imagine there's an apostrophe here and here. Whatever direction you're turning in the apostrophe is if you're going prime or not. So this apostrophe down here, you're turning this way. That's R prime. And then apostrophe up there, L prime. So L prime and R prime. Hello, a digital LDC here. I'd just like to tell you now, in this video, I accidentally forgot to mention F and F prime moves. So F moves are done with your index finger. Of course, you can imagine a clock on the front side, but F moves are done by using your index finger and just pushing it to the front and going clockwise, and then anti-clockwise using your different fingers. So yeah, back to the video. Sorry for interrupting. They're going to be opposite from each other because they're on different sides. See here, L, of course, you just use your left wrist, sorry. And remember, the prime is going there, and remember, counterclockwise and clockwise, counterclockwise, clockwise. So, yeah, it's good to know. Next is D moves. D moves are kind of important when you're doing some certain algorithms that have D in them, or D prime. You can either use your pinky or your ring finger. It doesn't really matter, but you just do like you move. You just go and move, and then D2. Use your ring and pinky, or in whatever order you want, whatever suits you. I'm still kind of getting the hang of D2. Whenever I use D I use for my this is D prime, because remember, if you look down, you're going counterclockwise, while D, you're going clockwise. Next, we're going to learn B moves. This still can be a bit tricky for even like advanced cubers. It's still kind of hard to learn. You can use your middle, your ring, or your pinky, whatever suits you. I prefer to use my ring finger. You just hold it like this, or whatever way you want to hold it, and use your ring finger and move the back. Now you can imagine the back layer and whatever direction you're moving it in. This, what I'm doing now, is B prime, because you can imagine the clock here, and then see if you're going counterclockwise or not. And then this, on the other side, is B. Just like that. Now finally, we are going to use M moves. M moves are really important for like H perms, Z perms, and all that stuff. It's really easy to learn. You get your middle finger, like hold it regularly, get your middle finger on the bottom, and push up. So right now, this is M prime. It's good to know because there's no clock you can actually see. So just know M prime is going up, not as in the drink, but like the move prime is going up, and then regular is going down. I find doing M, like in general, really hard. I'm still trying to get the hang of it myself, but I find M prime a lot easier to do. So I'll do an example algorithm. This is the H perm. As you can see, it has a combination of U moves and M moves. M2, U prime, M2, U2, M2, U prime, M2. Of course, you can just do whatever you want. You can do M2, U, M2, U2, M2, U, M2. It's really your choice. I like doing the U moves to prime, but of course, it's completely up to you. But those are all my recommended finger tricks you should learn for beginners or advanced, and depending if you know them or not. This will really help get yourselves down, because if you just use like wrist turns, like turning like this, especially if you're like a good cube like this, again 11 Pro or something, then that might, if depending on how hard you turn, could damage the cube interior and weaken it a bit. So if you just use these moves, it might look like, depending on the sounds, it might sound like you're damaging the cube, but really you're not. You're just wearing it out. So like you might need to put like cube lubricant, or sand it off. I really wouldn't recommend doing that. But yeah, those are all the cubing finger tricks I'd recommend you learn. Thank you for watching. Please consider liking and hopefully subscribing. Of course, it's up to you. I'm not forcing you to. But yeah, thank you for watching. Bye.